Happy Tuesday, everybody. Got a really good one here for you. We are talking about 5 big-time running back sleepers you may or may not want to target later in your drafts. Some names here you may or may not have heard of. It's going to be a good episode here. I'm excited to talk running backs any day of the week. I'm going to get you guys informed and educated so you guys can dominate fantasy football 2025. Big episode. And we're going to start it with the latest news and notes with Breaking Brad. In a moment here, we got some Quinshon Judkins updates here. We got some other news I want to get you up to date on. That's why you have to turn on that bell. You do not want to miss out on the news. This is the place you can come to every single day and get up to date and also get real information to help you win your fantasy league. So hit the thumbs up, smash it, tap it, slap, hit the thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and hit subscribe if you are new to the channel. And turn on the bell. You got to turn on that bell. And I also do shorts and reels to keep you guys up to date as well. And if you've not got the 16-round draft solution, secure the solution, secure the championship right now. Sleepers, breakouts, optimal players draft, feature out everything you need to crush your leagues. I've linked it below. I'm telling you to put your light years ahead of the sheep. Printable cheat sheet, updated till the season starts. Everything you need to dominate fantasy football, no matter what league format you're on, whether it be best ball, you're going to have all the optimal players. Grab 16 rounds right now. Secure the solution, secure the championship. Linked it below, okay? Let's start off with the latest news and notes here. And where are you, Breaking Brad?
We now have breaking news.
It is with great urgency that we bring you these following messages.
We now have breaking news.
God, I love that theme song. It gets me in the mood for breaking news. I want to get you up to date on the Quinshon Judkins situation here. But let me read you what I got here. This was about 24 hours ago or so. But Quinshon Judkins, who was arrested Saturday, was charged with touch or strike battery domestic violence. Allegedly, he punched his accuser with a closed fist in the chin-lip area and later hit her in the arm and thigh while in the car leaving Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport on July 7th. The victim told police that she has been in a relationship with Judkins both currently and previously. The Fort Lauderdale police, the arresting agency, responded on July 12th to the 1500 block on West Cypress Creek Road and reference to the delayed battery. The battery was determined to have taken place per preliminary investigation. So Judkins, 21, is pending trial on misdemeanor charge and posted bond on Sunday afternoon. The Browns are aware of the situation and are gathering information. Now, why wouldn't you report it immediately? Why would you hang out with him after the fact, from what I understand? Why would you report it later? I mean, from what I was hearing, there was talk that she was kind of like, didn't want to hurt his career and all this stuff. I don't know. There's different reasonings for what people do, and I don't know. This is a crazy situation, especially for a rookie coming in. Why would you punch somebody in the face, especially a girl for that matter? Crazy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments on that situation. Should he get a suspension? What are your thoughts? Should it be done? Some people, I was reading in comments because I heard it was a 5-day suspension. He should be out for a full year. Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, I think that definitely for doing something like that, definitely a year should easily be a minimum sentence for that. Okay. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Unacceptable. No excuse for what he did. All right. So let's keep going here with some news. I want to talk about some key players, fantasy relevant players, and some updates that I'm seeing here. Bryce Young must prove he's franchise quarterback, or else Carolina might have to pivot at the position for 2026, in the opinion of a Panthers wire writer, Anthony Rizzuti. Now, yeah, 100%, like, he's definitely in the hot seat. There's a bunch of quarterbacks in the hot seat, and I definitely think Bryce Young is the one. He's been given the offensive weapons. He's got to deliver this year. This is the year he's got to get something done, or else he is done. I wouldn't even start him. Like, he should be a backup somewhere, maybe in the CFL. Los Angeles Rams, Kyron Williams, running back, who I like this year a lot in fantasy, could have a contract extension worked out by the end of training camp. Now, this is exciting because, the big question mark with a guy like Kyron Williams is he going to be the true workhorse with all these new situations? Blake Corum is still there. They drafted another guy. And the thing is, I still think he's the alpha. It's going to be interesting to see how much they pay him, because if they pay him, that means they believe in him. They're going to use him, right? So I believe in him. He proved last year. Corum didn't do anything. Like, he is the man. I don't know. There's nothing else to say about Kyron other than he's in a good situation. I don't see any threat in regards to anybody taking that job. Okay. Let's go here. Juwan Jennings, wide receiver 49ers wants to hold out. He's expected to hold out a training camp if he doesn't receive a new deal. Jennings has approached the 49ers about his request, but little progress has been made. If a new deal is not reached by the time of training camp starts next week, Jennings plans to request a trade, to a team willing to pay him. So listen, another guy like Jennings, what has he ever done? Has he been really outstanding? He's been good, but enough to I'm going to hold that. I don't think you've got that type of leverage. I think you're a good player. I don't think you're outstanding. It's funny when some of these guys who aren't even that good are holding out. It's crazy, okay? Those are my thoughts on it. Jets, wide receiver Garrett Wilson agreed to terms on a 4-year contract extension with the Jets on Monday, July 14th, worth $130 million. That includes $90 million guaranteed. Another guy, he's a good player. He's shown flashes. And a big part of it is on the Jets, right? And bad quarterback play throughout the years. I don't know if he's worth that much based on what we've seen, but good for him. If he can get that, his agent got him that, good for him. He is a good player, just, I guess, a bad team. And if you could benefit being on a bad team somehow, do it. Los Angeles Chargers wide receiver Mike Williams, undisclosed, was placed on the PUP list. I mean, what is new? Sky is blue, grass is green. There's nothing else to say, which I've been talking about. I love Trey Harris, and, this is a big example on why, right? There's nobody else there. Mike Williams, Quentin Johnson project is over. What's his name? Ladd McConkey is just a slot guy. Look out, Trey Harris. You just got to sign that rookie contract. I haven't heard an update there, okay? Indianapolis Colts Anthony Richardson was eased back into practice will be eased back into practice once he's cleared to return to the field. Again, struggling with that shoulder injury. I don't think he's going to be starting this season based on what we're seeing, okay? Los Angeles Chargers Najee Harris with his eye situation. If you guys haven't heard, he's out playing with fireworks. Has not been placed on PUP list, even though he recently suffered that eye injury. So it looks like it's not as serious as some people thought it would be, okay? And that's pretty much it. Some notes here on Xavier Legette having to step up, which he last year had 8 drop passes, but Tatori McMillan should push him and should, take some pressure off him, but also take away some volume. And look out for Legette. He's a big-time sleeper as well, Legette. Everybody assuming McMillan's going to be the guy. Based on talent, based on what we've seen out of college, possibly, but very expensive for a guy like McMillan coming off round 5. Unproven rookie, when I can get other wide receiver sleepers that are rookies a lot later on. All right, that's it for news.
We now have breaking news.
Thank you, Breaking Brad, for bringing us in and out. All right, let's talk about these 5 running back sleepers. Again, if you are new to the channel, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and grab 16-round draft. And the first one I want to talk about here, I talk about them a lot. There's going to be some names. The last one we're going to talk about here might be my biggest regret because I don't have a lot of stock in him, and I think he could do really special things. That's the last one, so stay to the end, okay? The first one here is Caleb Johnson. Now, believe me, RB27 in PPR is still great value and a sleeper for a guy who's going to be a workhorse. Now, you guys can debate me all you want about Warren. Jalen Warren's not touching the ball. I don't know what to tell you. He's just not going to be touching the ball. 120 attempts last year with crappy Najee Harris ahead of him. Caleb Johnson, let's do some notes here. Let me share with you a couple things about Caleb Johnson, why I like him. A little bit about him, okay? We're talking 6 foot, 220 plus pounds, ran a 4.57, but I think his breakaway speed is fine when it comes to on field. I'm not concerned about the combine time, okay? Listen to this. One of the most dominant seasons in college running last year, okay? He was just 5th Hawkeye to do it. He recorded multiple 200-plus yard games, okay? Multiple. He's the 5th Hawkeye to do it, all right? He's out of Iowa, okay? He had 100-yard performances. This guy is a battle-tested workhorse, reliable hands. He runs with controlled violence, great vision. He is a feature back. I got to say this slow, okay? One of the most dominant seasons as a running back out of Iowa. All right. So he comes in, drafted in the 3rd round to not only replace Najee Harris, but to improve on Najee Harris, because Najee Harris was not who they wanted him to be. He was lackluster. He was sluggish. He's out there now playing with fireworks. Caleb Johnson is a special talent. I'm telling you, man, you got to draft this guy and you can get him in round 5. I would say don't push it past round 5 because he's not going to come back on the 6th turn in a 12-person league. If you want to almost guarantee him round 5 right now, but round 6 is kind of his ADP right now. But Pittsburgh Steelers are going to run him. They're known to run workhorses. Warren is not the real deal. If he was the real deal, they would not have drafted Caleb Johnson. That's all I got to say. He's going to be the man, and you're getting a deal. It's going to be one of those things where he breaks out, has like 10 touchdowns, 1,200 plus yards. He's going to finish as a top 10 back, and everyone's going to be like, oh, he's a second rounder next year. No, you should have got him this year. Why aren't you looking at him this year? Don't ride him later, okay? Get him this year. The next running back sleeper is the only non-rookie here that I've got is Trey Benson. There's a couple other rookies, non-rookies that are going to do well. But Trey Benson here, round 12 ADP, had a crappy year last year. There's no denying it. 4.6 yards per carry, not bad, but only 1 touchdown on 63 attempts on 13 games, 291 yards. Really just unacceptable. And this was a 3rd-round pick. He didn't look as good as he should have, but he didn't get the opportunity that he should have. Right? And I'm not on this Connor thing. Like, I don't get the Connor thing. You guys have to remember that Connor's played like 9 seasons. He has 2 1,000-yard rushing seasons. That really sucks. Not to mention, he was a backup for crappy Le'Veon Bell for years. Some people, and then people get angry. Le'Veon Bell's not crappy. He is, man. He is not a good running back. He was a product of the offense where he faced like no stacked boxes. He had a good, efficient quarterback in Big Ben, and they had Antonio Brown, Martavis Bryant, all these good receivers spreading out the defenses, which opened up lanes for Le'Veon Bell because we saw the true Le'Veon Bell when he ended up on the Jets. The point I'm trying to make and why I'm going back to Le'Veon Bell here is simply because James Conner was a backup to Le'Veon Bell. Couldn't even surpass him, right? On a good offense. So they've given, for some reason, they've given a lot of opportunity in Arizona for Le'Veon Bell, for James Conner. But if they want to win, they got to run the better running back, the younger, the hungrier Trey Benson. Now, he came out and said he had a quote, Trey Benson did, something along the line. He's like, something like, I'm going to butcher it, but basically, we need to have 2 RB1s. There could be a 2 RB1 system. He basically wants more work, is what he wants, and he's ready for it. But they got to give it to him. And if they want to win, they got to feed Trey Benson. James Conner is not going to get him there. He's just not. He's not, right? He's never going to be a Saquon Barkley. Am I saying Trey Benson could be? Maybe. We don't know. You just got to give him the volume. We don't know. You don't know what you don't know. But he was a great top running back prospect out of college, last year's draft. Never got the opportunity last year. Now you can say, well, he's not good enough to get the opportunity. Well, just feed him the ball. Give him the opportunity. But for some reason, they got to play nice. They want to play nice with James Conner. It's ridiculous, man. And it's the year of Trey Benson. If he doesn't do it this year, then he absolutely sucks. But why not stash him later, man? Running back, what is he, like running back 45? Why not, okay? Number 3 here, we were just talking about Quinshawn Judkins. Dylan Sampson here, RB60. Was drafted in the 4th round. Now, here's some interesting stuff about him. A little bit undersized at the 5'8", 200, but he's a 4.4 speed guy, all right? Last year, workhorse in college, 1,400 yards, 5.8 yards per carry, 22 touchdowns on the ground. Listen, he's still a workhorse, and this is why I was a little upset when the Browns drafted both Judkins and Sampson, because Sampson could be a workhorse on a team. Again, being buried on the depth chart, similar to Trey Benson and Connor, right? But listen, he's got amazing bursts through the hole. He creates chunk plays on things that couldn't have, nothing would have transpired out of him. And he clocked 23 miles an hour in college in 2024. He's out of Tennessee. The guy's hungry. He is a 3-down back, potential back. Again, a little bit undersized, but he's got that potential, right? We saw the volume in college. So when you look at a guy like this, oh, by the way, his yards after contact are pretty good. 929 out of his 1,491 yards were after contact last year. So he's able to break free, create plays, and do amazing stuff on the field. Dylan Sampson, guys. Dylan Sampson, 4th round pick, Cleveland Browns, with Judkins facing a suspension. Could be only 5 games. That's the issue. Sampson could really run away with his job if given the opportunity. So you may want to consider him as a sleeper. Totally up to you, okay? Number 4 here, and I guess stay to the end. The last one's going to be interesting because I may not have had enough stock as I should have. But I don't know if the path is as clear here for Bishal Tootin. He's got some competition there with Bigsby and ETN and all that. But Bishal Tootin here, Jacksonville, RB53, okay? Now, when you're looking at a guy like him, he was drafted in the 4th round. He's a fast workhorse guy, 4.3 speed. All right. Sampson was a 4.4. Some of these other guys, not as fast, but 4.3 speed here. Explosive, hits the gap, and it hits top speed in a hurry, natural hands, outstanding contact balance, breakthrough tackles, and he's got that amazing burst to breakaway speed. There could be some explosive ability if he gets the volume, 5'9", 206 pounds. But, that's the main thing. It's like he's got to break through the depth chart, and he doesn't have that immediate plug and play ability. So, that's my concern. That's my concern with him. Drafted in the 4th round, is he going to get that immediate impact? Probably not. I don't know. I don't think ETN's the solution either. They don't have a true workhorse. There's an opportunity for him just because the talent ahead of him isn't spectacular. But stash him, probably better in Dynasty, Bishal Tootin, all right? And the last one is my biggest regret. I don't have as much stock as I should have. I didn't get him in my big money league. But Cam Scatabo, very interesting here, right? Round 10 ADP. By the way, Bishal Tootin was like, wait, round 13, you get him later. But this guy, Scatabo, round 9 to 10, not as fast, right? He's got 4.6 speed, 5'10", 219 out of Arizona, natural lean forward ability, elite contact balance, great for short yard situations, got really good vision, natural hands as well. Drafted in the 4th round, sitting as RB40. There's an opportunity here. I just don't think Tyrone Tracy is the solution. Now, Tyrone was drafted in the 5th round. Tried to do some stuff last year, had a decent campaign, but Scadabo's got a real opportunity to run away with this job. At that round 9, round 10 ADP for a potential RB1 might be worth a stash. Now, this year, I want to make a note here. Okay, as we're talking about these guys, I want to make a note. There is not a lot of running back depth after the 5th round, okay? After Caleb Johnson's gone, you're looking at the Scadabos, the Tutins and stuff like that, the Sampsons, but guys that could be really good, but the situation right now isn't clear. The path is not clear. Guys like Woody Marks could break out, right? But he's buried on the depth chart. There is players and running backs that could break out. Giddens as well, right? Indianapolis Colts. Other sleeper running backs, but it's 2 question mark-ish, right? I don't feel warm and fuzzy. That's why I'm really going top heavy with my running backs and loading up on rookie wide receivers later over vice versa, right? I secure the running backs, the most scarce position early that I feel more secure with, and then later I could take some swings on some wide receivers. I don't take a lot of swings on running backs later this year. I'm going top heavy on the running back, but if you do want to take some swings on running backs later, here's a couple options here. Tootin, Scatabo, Sampson, Benson, Caleb a little bit earlier on, but there you have it, okay? Running back sleepers for you. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Make sure you guys do grab that 16-round draft solution. I keep the content rolling for you daily. And I got more exciting stuff coming your way, all right? Turn on that bell. I want to keep you guys up to date. I want you to win your league. That's the whole point of this, right? We want to have fun. We want to win our leagues. We want to share our passion. Drop a comment below. Let me know about a running back sleeper. Let me know about the Quinshawn Judkins situation. Make it interactive in the comments and turn on the bell. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We will talk soon.